A file full of information that Dirk collected on what happened 23 years ago. On particular note, right now it's what's written here. Yeah, the page 34. The sins of the father are visited upon his children. This deeply held idea is why you were expelled from the royal family. Which means it wouldn't bode well for your sibling either. If she were revealed to be Dirk's daughter. Grr. You became a prosecutor to bring down Queen Garon, but at some point you came to serve the very regime you despise. And that was because the Queen found this chink in your armor. That's how she came to use your sister against you. Nayuta, Hold it! Oh, this is Rafa. Nayuta! Have you been keeping this secret all this time? Have you been trying to protect me? You are an innocent party to all of this. I live only to safeguard the law and serve the country and queen from which it flows. Hello, Blind Pizza Guy. I just started a stream on Phoenix Wright and you came in just in time. We're going to continue where we left off. And, yeah, glad to have you on board, buddy. I have no idea how long it's going to last. I'm going to be streaming for at least 2 hours of this. So be prepared. One such as you is destined to ascend to the throne. Need not fret over one such as I. No, I cannot accept that. What you say is, it's malarkey. Don't you even care what happens to you? Honestly, I don't know how I timed that so perfectly, but the dragons and I, as soon as we saw you were playing Justice, we were like, yay! Where we gotta go? Yeah. Before country, queen, law, and everyone's future, my personal feelings are of no consequence. That is why I resigned myself to my fate. I know I must accept the status quo without any thoughts of change. Spoken like a true prosecutor and patriot. I shall continue to rule Khura'in until the day Rifa succeeds me. For that is what is best for our kingdom. I know, Your Eminence. Yours is no small sacrifice, but I promise you this. In exchange for your life, the child shall remain safe, and the kingdom shall prosper. Nayuta, that is all I can ask for my meager existence. Nayuta, is this really the new you? Resigning yourself to the will of another and killing any hope you held for the future? No! The Nayuta I knew would never let himself be turned into this. Now, Your Majesty, if you would hand down your verdict.
Objection!
You can't say you're simply accepting your fate, Nayuta. But I know that deep down, there's still hope in your heart. Oh, Holy Mother, preserve me. It's the kind of hope that perseveres through the most desperate of time. And it's what binds you, me and Dirk, together as a family. I know because this has demonstrated on me that you haven't lost all hope yet. Oh, yeah. The prosecutor's badge. Nayuta never confiscated Dirk's badge. The dragon never yields.
Take that!
Exclamation mark. When you interrogated Dirk, you confiscated all of his possession as potential evidence. All except this. Did he take your attorney's badge too? No, I thought it strange, but just when it looked like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind. So tell me, Nayuta, why didn't you take his badge? Exclamation mark. No, you couldn't bear to take it from him, could you? And I know why. It's because this badge means something special to us. Hey, Dirk! Why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right? This badge is my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream, not until my very last breath. A dragon never yields, right? Exactly, my son. Now, Utah, Apollo, I vow to restore Karayan's legal system to its rightful state one day. I want to pass on to you a world where you can live free from the fear of tyranny. You may say you've given up, but that's not how it really is it? You never gave up, and you never will, because you still believe that all of the wrongs will be righted someday, don't you? Points the finger. Nayuta is holding his wrist. ... He's looking away. Deep breath. You are very perceptive, Mr. Justice. Exclamation mark. It may very well be as you say. Why did I not confiscate this badge? Even I did not know. Until now. Perhaps I was waiting for him to save me. Save you? Yes, save me. Like he did on that day when we drowned in that river. Nayuta! Apollo! Hold on, I'm coming! Oh, he remembers that day as well. That he nearly died. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children, eh? Nayuta, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me, understand? Someday, he would come and free our family from the chains of the past. Perhaps deep down, that is what I believed. I believed in Dirk, our father. Nayuta, I knew you. However, it was but a dream. I still can't believe this guy's his brother. Well, yeah, I mean, Apollo is adopted, right? Because his real father is a musician that died in the fire. And now that dream has died. Murdered along with Dirk. So now, as the eldest, the responsibility falls squarely onto me. No matter the cost, I must protect her. Please try to understand, Apollo. Understand why I shall bear all this sin. It is the only way. But...
Such insolence!
Book on the table. You have wasted more than enough of my time, lawyer. Do you not see the futility of your desperate floundering? The immutability of this duty? It is time to accept defeat. Now watch as the hammer of justice comes down upon your dear brother. Your Majesty, the verdict, if you will. Yes, Your Eminence.
Objection!
Wait a second. What do I do? Does the defense wish to raise an objection? You know I'm about to call your client not guilty because he's already dead, right? You know that, right? You want that not guilty verdict, right? Why would you object? There's gotta be some way to save Nayuta. Apollo. It all goes back to that incident 23 years ago. It's branded him the son of a criminal. So if he could once and for all prove that Dirk didn't try to assassinate Amara, right, Nayuta and Rifa's father would no longer be viewed as criminal. Oh, alright. So this is where Rifa's gonna summon Jove. Because he's the only guy who died in the fire 23 years ago. We have a picture and we have a name. Rifa can summon him. But I thought there wasn't any evidence left. Because it was all destroyed in the fire. And Dirk investigated the matter for years but never managed to learn anything new. Really? Nothing at all? Could an exceptional lawyer like Dirk tried that long and really uncover nothing at all. He had over 2 decades to follow. Huh? He's right. I doubt Dirk would have gone to his grave without discovering something new. He must have secretly planned something to topple Garand with somewhere. Take another look at the evidence. You just might find what we need to break out of this situation with him here. Got it. I'm gonna save here, because I only have 1 life left. If the defense is done stalling for time, I shall now render my verdict after I save the game. No, wait. About the assassination attempt 23 years ago, the defense have some new information it would like to share. We do? Well, we had intended to deliberate that case in the course of this trial, and it happened that Amara didn't really die. Dirk, did you leave something behind for me? Is there some connection I'm missing here? Very well then! What is the source of your new information about the case from 23 years ago? What am I, presenting? The only thing I received from Dirk is the picture.
Take that!
A photograph? Yes, do you recall the traveling musician who died in that fire 23 years ago? How could anyone forget such a painful chapter in our history? The poor fellow was caught up in the blaze that was meant for Queen Amara. We never knew his identity though, as his belongings were burned to ashes. Well, about that, the truth is, he was my biological father. Oh! What? Why, of course. With his photo and her benevolence. Exactly. We might be able to prove they're completely innocent. And that would free her from the infamy of having criminal blood in her veins. Because here in Karain, we can witness the final memories of the dead. And then there's a close-up of Rafa being surprised. Oh! What other nonsense! There was no evidence left in the wake of that blaze! That's what you think. But Dirk went to the ends of the earth to bring this little souvenir back for us. He did. Yep, and boy is it the best piece of evidence ever. He knew that with it he would finally be able to conclusively settle the matter in court and save his children. Your Majesty, the defense requests that we hold a divination seance for this new victim.
Objection!
What a waste of time! The events of 23 years past have already been deliberated at length.
Objection!
But wasn't Dirk on trial for that incident as well today? So we wouldn't be doing our job if we failed to look into this new lead now, would we? As the presiding judge, I will now share my thoughts on the matter. The attempted assassination of Queen Amara in a case we can ill afford to leave open. And I believe that the final memories of the victim will prove to be very important. Therefore, it is the opinion of this court that we should conduct another divination seance. Garan ... Why you? Your benevolence. Rafa, exclamation mark. If you knew the full name of the victim seen in this photo, you'd be able to perform a divination seance, right? Of course. Leave it to me. Thank you. My father's full name is... Jove Justice! Alright? Now, your benevolence, please commence the divination seance when you are ready. So this is the third attempt. But since
Mother,
it's a new stream,
we hold this divination seance in your name.
I will not skip it.
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
All right, enjoyed the song. And the sounds of the dance. Because she has some bells on the wrist. Every ring is her arms waving. The flicker of the wrist. Twirls around. Posing like a ballerina. Okay, here we're supposed to hear ringing of the bells, but we didn't. Okay, now the pool is activating. Some blue hue of light coming from it. As the pace goes faster, the dance goes as well. Waves are rippling in the water. Ring, 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 twirls, 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 ring, boom, hands on the floor. And the water is agitating. You see bubbles. Okay, what are we gonna see? Okay, heat, burning. Smell of smoke. Oh, crying. Baby crying. This is Apollo. Amara is in conscious pain. He's been someone stabbed him. The baby fell. There's a key that fell. We see a glove. His eyes close. That's it? Somebody killed him. The spirit of the victim has granted us a window into his final moment. It would appear the divination seance was a success. Oh dear. So those were my father's final moments? That baby must have been you, Apollo. ... I will now decipher the experience of the deceased. Are you ready, Arnhead? Okay. Yes, please proceed. We're gonna find contradiction here, because it's very... somebody killed him, alright, yeah. Very well, here are my interpretation of the facts as gleaned from the seance vision. Okay, inside. Rafa's inside. Someone attempted to assassinate Queen Amara by setting her residence ablaze. Hornhead's father happened to stop by and was knocked out by the assassin. Dirk's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter found at the scene of the crime. That is how he was determined to be the assassin. Hornhead's father tried to save his son, but sadly he perished in the attempt. That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments. My father's final memories. They're right here for everyone to see, but can any of them unlock the truth behind what happened 23 years ago? Okay, so now we see, it's like he enters the room, burning, heat. Let's see. So, the smell of burning. Touch heat, so it's very hot. Sight. Okay, so this is the sight. Now we have the sound of crying. Then we have the baby. The baby's crying. He's looking at the baby. He's looking at the... He's looking at the lean body of Amara on the kitchen table. And then his eyes flickered red. And then he was pain. There was pain. Then he fell on the floor. The baby fell, but there's a reflection on the mirror. I want to see the reflection better. Here, okay. There's a brown glove on the. We see somebody is tossing. Somebody is tossing something on the floor. A metallic sound. It's a lighter. Okay. So we're trying to prove that the gloved hand here does not belong to Dirk, but it's too blurry. He has some sort of tattoo on his forearm, but we see that he threw the lighter, metallic sound, then it stopped. Then we see Joe with his fingerless white glove try to reach for the kid. And then he fall unconscious. Someone attempted to assassinate Queen by her residence ablaze, yeah. Hornet's father happened to stop by, was knocked out by the assassin. Dirk's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter that found the scene of the crime. So what's this thing? Wait, can I rewind a bit? Only this, eh? So there's a chair. So it's a bowl. The bowl fell on the floor and we see the reflection on the bowl. Okay. Dirk's fingerprints. Oh, there's a contradiction. Dirk's fingerprint was discovered on the lighter. The guy's wearing gloves. Yeah, the Dirk's fingerprints did not appear in the on the lighter until the crime was done. Yeah. All right, we got it. So here we're gonna. So I got the proper statement. Duke's fingerprints were discovered on the fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. We're gonna save. No, here. Dirk's fingerprint was discovered on the lighter found at the scene of the crime. Select. Site. It's very blurry. I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Objection!
Yes! Dirk's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter that was found at the crime scene. However, the hand holding the lighter in the seance vision appeared to be gloved. Ah! I believe you're right! What could this mean? It calls into question whether the hand in the vision really was Dirk's. If only we could make out the details a little better. Very well, I will attempt to focus a bit more on what the deceased saw. Perhaps that will help refine the seance vision. Okay, so now he's got red straps on the gloves. There is some tattoo, but they're blue and they have some magatama on it. It does seem that there was a glove on that hand. Still, what significance could that have? It means that Dirk's fingerprints got on the lighter at some other time. Somebody could have even put them there after the fire. All you have is pure speculation, while the fact remains that they are his fingerprints. Therefore, it stands to reason that Dirk was the one who used the lighter.
Objection!
No, it just means I have to prove that the figure in the vision is someone else, using the information in my father's final memories. Either way, it seems that I must revise my insights. Right, insight revise. Someone attempted, okay, determined to be... If someone had put his prints on the lighter after the fact, then we know not to whom it belongs. Hornet Drafter saves Sunside Operation the attempt. So the ending didn't change. Okay, she's updated her insights. Time to go over them and see if there are any new inconsistencies to be found. I want to check the tattoos. Okay, people. Because Dirk's hand has a tattoo inside of his palm. But I want to see who has a tattoo on his wrist. Blue Magatama. But I cannot see the full sprites. And Garon's sleeves are covered. So are Amara's and... It's a woven pattern. Okay. Duke's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter found at the scene of the crime. But if someone had put his prints on the lighter after the fact, then we know to whom, not to whom it belongs. Burning, crying, pain. Burning, crying, 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 crying. Metallic sound, click, click. Can we see? Oh! No. There's no way we can see fingerprints on the lighter. I'm gonna save here. I don't think we'll be able to see that, but is there anything else of significance like that ball? Okay, I'm gonna try to go for the tattoo.
Objection!
Oh! Wait, then this means that the real culprit is... The figure in this vision is clearly not Dirk. The distinctive band around their wrist gives their true identity away. Ah! That design, it can't be! This will prove just whose hands was captured in the seance vision. It's not Inga. Do I have something else? No. The pattern is similar to Inga's, but... that's the only evidence I have where I can see hands. Okay, this is my Hail Mary.
Take that!
That photo! So you do believe the culprit to be Justice Minister Inga had cuffs with the exact same pattern on them. But they were blue. You're referring to the cuffs of justice, correct? Yes. I hear they are a traditional part of a Chinese justice minister's attire. Oh! Oh! Perfect. Perfect. It's not Inga. It's the justice minister 23 years ago. The pattern is the same yet different because it was somebody else. We know who was the justice minister 23 years ago. You're fucked, Your Eminence. But what does this tell us? Well, it tells us that the figure in the vision is none other than Karain's late Minister of Justice. Inga Karkul Karain. No. No! Not my father! So he plotted the assassination of the former queen as well as the current one? Justice Minister Inga. So then Dirk's innocent of both charges? The Defiant Dragons there might be right all along. Hold it! Oh, this is Nayuta. Hold it. Nayuta. What you've proposed is not possible, Apollo. For back then, Inga Karkul Karain was not the Minister of Justice. What? The Justice Minister 23 years ago was... you, Queen Garan! ... What? Oh, right. She serves as the Minister of Justice before succeeding the throne. Yeah. I guess she also prosecuted the assassination attempt 23 years ago as one. So then, the figure in this vision is actually... Your Eminence, it's you, isn't it? Garan ... This is madness! Why would Her Eminence do such a thing? Because she would ascend to the throne. She wanted to usurp the throne from her sister Amara. That's why she tried to assassinate her. Woo! I find this all very hard to swallow. Your Eminence, are you the one responsible for tearing my family apart? Garan ... What is this, Game of Thrones? Yeah, kinda. But if you want a recent reference, you can go and see what is this, House of Dragon Season 2. Yeah, there were stuff like that. There were stuff like that. From what I hear, there's a scene that's overly gory for no good reason. There was a part like, oh, you killed my son, I'm gonna avenge by killing your son as well. And we see the scene like, the guy could just kill the son in the bed and be done with it. But what he did, he put the hand in the boy's mouth to waking him up so he could be awake and see him being killed. Like, he wanted the kid to be alive and aware of what he was doing. And the look in the little boy's eyes. Like, if you are a father or a parent, this would be heart-wrenching. Like, and this scene could have gone, like, would be shot different, but there was an aesthetic, like there was a purposeful choice. Like the scene was like, ugh. And it was you who killed my father. Well, Your Eminence, I'm asking you a question.
Such insolence!
Peasants! Always carrying on about things of no import! Exclamation mark. You do not deny it then? You concealed the truth and used me for your own designs? Oh, Nayuta, spare me your feeble-minded line of questioning. Even if Dirk were clear of all charges, it shall still be I who decides Rayfa's fate. You do wish for her to be queen someday, do you not? Nayuta's holding back. Remember, the child lives only by my good graces. Now kneel before me and fulfill your end of the bargain by offering me your head. Nayuta da. Is he gonna grow up hair, Your Eminence? I am done heeding your commands. Also, go fuck yourself! Even as you use my sister against me, I still believe you. I believe that protecting your secret was in the best interest of this kingdom. But you have been deceiving me all the while. Nayuta! Nayuta! You dare defy me? Your Eminence, I can turn the other cheek no more. Therefore, I hereby retract my confession in the murder of Justice Minister Inga. Retract, you say? I hope he does go repair and, yeah. Dirk, the final piece of evidence you left behind, has released Nayuta from his suffering. And now, he's finally free. He looks at his hands. Oh! He's undoing his rosary on his finger. In all this time, not once did I reflect on my own conduct, for I had believed all was fate. Lost in my own sense of resignation, I was unable to wake from my despair. But you, Apollo, you have awakened me with your demonstration of our Father's creed. Throw away his thing. He's gonna reveal the tattoo. Oh, yes, the Defiant Dragon tattoo.
Dragon never yields.
Yeah! He had the dragon tattoo all along. Hidden by the spider crest of the Garan regime. This dog is getting on my damn nerves. I'm going to snuggle her. Yeah, Raspberry, you mean? Yeah, go give him a good hug. Clench his fist on his heart. I will carry on Dirk's legacy and fulfill his dream. Hear me, Garan. I will cast you down from your bloody throne. Long live the revolution! Yes, she's after my cables over here, my feet in the box, and the floor in my chair. Oh, naughty girl. Insolent fool! I was talking to Brendan's mom too. I just got back. Now even you prattle on about revolution? Breaks all her nails. Would you look at that? Well, Apollo, it seems we're finally making some headway down the road that Dirk carved for us. Revolution! Yeah! Now, if we could just prove Garan's guilt, we could continue on down that road towards the revolution Dirk dreamed of. Peace! Your Eminence! You have been accused of the crime committed 23 years ago. Would you like to say anything in your defense? Not so fast, Your Majesty! They're fake. They don't grow back. She has new ones. She has spared ones. For the cuffs could have been stolen and used without my knowledge. So you see, there can hardly be considered proof of anything. Why, I believe you're right. Ah, but we know she's guilty. Well, lawyer, is there any other evidence you would have me refute? Hang on, switch scene to Apollo. I have to put my fake nails back. Yeah. Switch scene to Apollo, yeah. So yeah, it's time. I guess it's time for the long overdue synaptic reasoning. There's a piece of evidence in there that can only be accessed through logic. I have no idea what it is yet. Unfortunately, this photo was the last piece of evidence Dirk left for me. So as far as evidence goes, I've got nothing else regarding that case from the past. However, now that Prosecutor Sanmani has retracted his confession, we'll have to redeliberate the current case from scratch. Yes, the defense speaks the truth. Now he's using the Buddha pose, and we can see clearly the dragon, the defiant dragon tattoo. Even though it is clear who the guilty party is. Queen Garan, the defense accused you of the murder of Justice Minister Ingo Karkulkarine. But, do you have any evidence, defense? Evidence that will prove Garans was the killer? There is still one more avenue for us to explore, Mr. Justice. There is? Minister Ingo's final memories. Ah! Yes! We're gonna revisit Minister Ingo's final memories again. In the optic that this could have been Garan. In them, the minister's killer posed as Dirk. Therefore, one must ask, how did the killer dispose of their disguise? Throw it in the fire. Hey, you're right. A lot of blood would have splattered onto the killer. So the blood so close would have to have been dealt with somehow. If they're still around somewhere, then...
Objection!
I was wondering what absurd idea you would concoct next. So if they're not cast into the fire, they're in the Dirk's corpse. Well, yeah, I mean, they found this body of several days old. Oh no, wait. Gran lacks her fire apparently. Clothing can be disposed of most anywhere. I doubt you could find them now. Dayuta, then you don't know us very well. Your benevolence. Yes? On the day of your father's murder, you had been watching the courtyard from 2 p.m. Now, during that time, you saw Queen Garan's, did you not? Yes, I did. I saw my mother entering the palace from the courtyard. But I was told not to mention it because it had nothing to do with my father's murder. Rifa! You would not dare! When the queen headed into the palace, did she have Dirk's clothes in her possession? No! No, she did not. So, maybe she disposed of them somewhere in the courtyard.
Objection!
The police did a thorough sweep of the area following the crime, but they did not find anything resembling Dirk's clothes. But you knew that already, didn't you, prosecutor? Yes, I admit no clothing was found. Ha! So you admit that you were merely speculating, chasing phantoms and delusions of evidence that never existed. This makes no sense. Clothing doesn't just disappear like that. If Garan wasn't wearing any clothes, she must have gotten rid of them somewhere. Somewhere where she thought they would never be found. Where they would never be found, huh? I believe Dirk's clothes were hidden here. Inga's private quarters, Rifa's quarters. Oh, shit. We never inspected Rifa's quarter because they were irrelevant to the crime. So that would make perfect sense.
Take that!
Impossible! A thorough search has already been made of the entire area. Oh, you could at least listen. No! Okay, I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead. I have heard enough! I don't want to... Okay, you know what? Let's hear the game over thing. This trial needs not be drawn out any longer. The defense have failed to sufficiently establish Queen Garon's culpability. Though a few issue remains unresolved, this court will leave such matters to the police for further investigation. Okay, so it's not a guilty verdict. This trial may have proven Dirk's innocence, but we failed to prove who Minister Inga's true killer was, and the truth of what happened 23 years ago will remain shrouded in mystery. It was all because we failed to prove Garon's guilt. Now we have a black and white picture of Nayuta. After that trial, we were forced underground in order to escape Garon's agents, and I joined Nayuta and the Defiant Dragons in their efforts to overthrow Garon. So Nayuta was the new leader of the revolution. A dragon never yields. We fight on with Dirk's creed in our hearts, and dream of the day revolution comes to Khura'in. Retry from this scene, resume a save game. Yeah, resume a save game. It was this one? Wait. I saved in 2 spots. Okay. So it's this one. Yeah. Dirk's clothes were hidden here. In the tomb.
Take that!
The tomb? You believe the clothing was hidden there? Well, yeah. It's the only place it can be. Very well. Where in the tomb do you believe the clothes were hidden? Sarcophagus? Or the broken statue over there? No, it was empty. Okay, I'm gonna try the sarcophagus. If not, I'm gonna try the incense burner over there. Okay.
Take that!
Of course, that makes perfect sense. The clothes weren't simply hidden, they were returned to where they belonged. Ah! And by that you mean... Yeah, the killer would have had to get Dirk's clothes from somewhere. Luckily, they were right there. Yes, of course. At the time of the minister's murder, Dirk's body was already in the sarcophagus. So the killer would have simply borrowed his clothes. Right, before the minister entered the tomb, the killer put on Dirk's clothes and then hid behind the curtain above the sarcophagus. And after the minister was killed, Dirk's clothes were returned to his body.
Objection!
So what? This is still all speculation. We know not whether those clothes were actually used in the murder. Therefore, you cannot prove that they are somehow connected to this case.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong, but I believe you already knew that. These clothes were definitely used during the minister's murder because of this. Yeah, there's fresh blood. There's old blood and fresh blood. The fresh blood is on the cloak. Okay, I'm gonna present the fresh blood.
Take that!
The blood stains on Dirk's chest are no doubt the result of being shot by the minister. However, that doesn't explain everything. There's also some blood splatter extending from his left elbow to his abdominal area. I believe this blood splatter came from... That blood came from Inga.
Take that!
So if the killer wore these clothes during the murder, then the blood splatter must have come from Minister Inga. So yeah, we need a blood analysis on every stain. We're gonna see blood from Dirk and blood from Inga. I thought it was all Dirk's, but that makes sense. Only one way to be sure though. Let's get those stains analyzed right away. Indeed, this may be the conclusive evidence we need to prove the Queen's guilt.
Objection!
You cannot prove it was I who hid those clothes. They could very well have been hidden by a third party. Well, could they really? I would say the possibility of some other than Garon hiding the clothes does not exist, because it was a sealed room incident. No, it's just not possible. Your Eminence, I recall you saying the following. The key to Amura's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for some knave to open it. Ah, yeah. She bit by her own words. That was your own testimony, word for word. Why, you insolent! Admit it. Only you could have hidden Dirk's clothes after they were used in the murder. And that means you are the one who killed Justice Minister Inga. Insignificant worm! You dare accuse me, the ruler of Khura'in? Do not think for one moment that such impudence will be tolerated. Oh, I'm afraid such arguments are invalid here in this sacred hall, Your Eminence, because even monarchs aren't above the law. It's the end of the line for you, Queen Garan. Time to come down from that lofty throne and face justice. Alright, so this is where she breaks down. She has an eye twitch. She break her nail again. Da da da. More da da da. Me? Face justice? Surely you jest. You are in no position to force my hand, lawyer. Oh? Surely you haven't forgotten about the Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In short, should I be convicted of murdering my husband, your dear brother who delivered false testimony in my defense, shall also be found guilty. What? That can't be, can it? By delivering false testimony in the course of protecting a guilty party, he would certainly be judged by this court as having supported a criminal, and the Defense Culpability Act would most definitely come into play. But that law is so broad and anyone could be convicted under it. When it comes to the DC Act, even I am conflicted, and yet, as it currently stands, it is the law of the land. And as you said earlier, no one is above the law. Of all the absurd things I've seen, this law really takes the cake. Now what? What can we do at this point? You need not look so forlorn. Dirk has been clear of all charges, so let us leave all thoughts of the real killer and revolution in the past where it belongs. She wants us to just let her off scot-free, and yet I don't see any other choice. Is there a way to prove that, like if the false accusation were coerced? Oh, now Yuta is gonna say, don't worry about it. We cannot yield to her here, Apollo. If it will move the revolution forward, I will gladly face the DC Act. Now do it! Accuse Queen Garan of the crime she has committed. But...
Such insolence!
What you speak of is not revolution. Our kingdom will not function without its sovereign. And Rifa cannot ascend to the throne, for she is as yet incapable of channeling spirits. Thus, to accuse me is to wish destruction of our fair kingdom, you terrorist! Terrorist? Yeah. So if we let her go, we die, because we're gonna be branded terrorists. So if we go along, we have to sacrifice Nayuta, and we don't want that either. So it's Kobayashi Maru all over again. Incapable of channeling spirit, she's done it 4 times in this trial by itself. No, it's not the same. She's doing divination seance. She hasn't channeled spirit the way Maya did. That's what they're talking about. Like, only the Queen and Maya can channel spirits. Like, Rafa only has enough spiritual energy to do seance. She cannot channel spirit like her aunt. Oh! I forgot about Amara as well. But Amara is guilty in it as well, so she's gonna be done by the DC Act as well. Yeah. So the whole dynasty is fucked. If you would still insist on accusing me, then as ruling sovereign of WRIGHT, I proclaim the following. She's gonna wrote the law. All who imperil the crown, no matter the reason, shall be subject to immediate execution upon the Queen's orders. What? Immediate execution? Do you still not comprehend? Then let me be clear, for the sake of this kingdom's future, and in accordance with the law of Turine, I command that you be put to death at once. Yeah, guards are storming the crowd, the court. Nayuta is turning back. Yeah, what the? Nayuta's. Oh, even the Nayuta has been held at gunpoint. Isn't this going a bit too far? Yeah, Phoenix and Apollo is being held at by gunpoint by 4 royal guards, and Nayuta by a 5th one. Why is the Garan Royal Guard? They were on standby in case of an attack by foolishly optimistic terrorists. Now, if you would continue to oppose me, the very embodiment of the law, then under my regal authority, you shall all be put to death. Even her voice actress makes it sound like a witch.
Objection!
Death by firing squad? Kinda. Oh. Not even firing squad. They will be, they're gonna be killed where they stand. Oh, come on. This is insane even for you. You can't possibly get away with something like this. This is a court of law. You can't just order our execution without due process. Now look, Apollo, truth and due process are certainly important, but so is your life. Think before you speak again. But... Please, Apollo, do not make this any worse than it already is. I cannot lose you to the Twilight Realm, too. Ah, what am I supposed to do? How did I win against an opponent that can't rewrite the law as she sees fit? Sorry. How can I even bring her to justice? Is this really how it all ends? It is your life or your accusation, lawyer. You cannot hope for both. It is time to cease this insanity. I'm gonna save here. Something's is gonna happen. What do I do? Should I accuse Queen Garan? Accuse or give up? Accuse! I know what I have to do. Mr. Wright, you know that saying you're constantly reminding me and the Tina of? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You never failed to surprise me, Apollo. And Nayuta, you know that creed we know ever since we were kids? A dragon never yields. Apollo. They are not merely words. They are what's carried us this far. So now, it's time to honor these words and the memories of the ones who gave them to us. Phoenix nods. I couldn't agree with you more, Apollo. Those words are more important to me than you know. And if there's any time to remember them, it's now. Nayuta, it would seem, Apollo, that not one but two auspicious creatures deep dwelled within you. A fierce dragon and a virtuous phoenix that shall scatter the clouds, hiding the heavens. I shall join you in your death-defying bluff. Okay, so we're gonna win with a bluff. We're gonna bullshit our way out of this. I think I finally understand what those words really mean, and the resolve they embody. Are you smiling, even in the face of a certain doom? Is there no end to your defiance? Unfortunately for you, no. I won't let fear or even the law force me to abandon the pursuit of truth. Because there is another saying in my country, the truth will set you free. Indeed, that is precisely what Dirk sought to do through his trial. He wished for us to break free from a certain despicable spiders immobilizing silk threads. We won't be intimidated by an unjust law or give in to fear. Abandoning the truth like that is just not a part of my playbook. There is only one path before us, revolution! The time to make Dirk's dream a reality is upon us! Yeah! Your Eminence, if you are the law here in Karain, then your very existence is wrong! Does your desperate bleeding knows no end? I know it's a bit late to ask, but what's the plan? Well, if Garan is going to execute us on the spot under the Defense Culpability Act, and the law itself derives its power from the authority of the Crown, then there's only one thing to do. We dethrone her right here and right now. Alright, but how? It's not like we have a lot of time to come up with a way to do it either. I doubt she'll allow you to perform another cross-examination while we think. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. We'll be fine! We can't give up. Not now. We have to keep on fighting to the end. We can't allow these broken trials to go on. It's time to make things right. Okay, we're doing it. Alright, we're doing it. Alright, how do we dethrone her? How do we dethrone her? If I accuse Garan, Nayuta will be subject to the Defense Culpability Act. Which means he will be put to death in accordance with the law. So the only way out is to dethrone Garan right now. Could this be the key to dethroning Garan? Rafa, Maya's channeling ability, or the Founder's Orb? Oh my god! Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome! The Founder's Orb is the key. Get this. Get this. The Founder's Orb, the key to the revolution. We know her face. But only she knows the name. Dirk was convinced that the orb is the key to the revolution and Karain's future. In light of Garan's obsession with the orb, it makes a large amount of sense. She probably doesn't want anyone using it to gain spiritual powers and rights to the throne. Inga definitely tried to do just that, but that's where it starts to fall apart. Inga couldn't have channeled the Founder even after abducting Miss Fave. After all, he didn't know the Founder's name. Inga didn't know the Founder's name. Only the Queen knows. But you know what? Amara knows. She was Queen before. She would have known. The name of the Founder is only known to those who become Queen. That means the only people who currently know her name are Garan and Amara. It's going to be cool. This is just going to be the Eyes of Phoenix and Wings of Fire. Yeah. So even if someone else has the orb, they wouldn't be able to channel the Founder. That begs the question, why is Garan so fixated on the orb? Because she doesn't know her face. Let's not overthink this. Garan is obsessed with the orb because she wants to clear her name. She can't. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a sham. Of course. Of course. The question is not why is Garan obsessed with the orb. Is why did she need her sister to pretend to be her to do channeling if she could done it. She can't even channel spirits, yo. Garant wants spiritual power. She planned to use her sister to give her power. It's hard to believe, but yeah. If she wants spiritual power, does that mean Garant can channel spirits? That would explain why she had Amara perform the rite of channeling. Is that why she let Amara live, to stand in for her when the time came to channel spirit? If Garant can channel spirit, she would have no claim to the throne because only people with channeling power. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. She have no claim to the throne because only people who can channel spirit can be queen. This is perfect. Garant has no claim to the throne. Garant's Defense Culpability Act was established under the Crown's authority. Under her authority. If she had no claim to the throne, the DC Act is null! If she has no claim to the throne, the DC Act would become null and void! Not just the DC Act, all of the insane laws she's enacted will be swept away in one fell swoop. You claim the authority of the Crown? You of all people! That's a good one. Alright. Channel the spirit right here, right now. If you can do that, you can kill us. If you can't, you dead. You dead. Have you truly lost it, lawyer? Indeed. I would have the defense explain himself at once. It's easy, your majesty. Why is Queen Garant so obsessed with the Founder's Orb? Why did she let Queen Amara live? And why was she having her mercifulness perform the rite of channeling in her place? The answer to these three questions point to a single conclusion. A fact that will shake this kingdom to its very core. I still do not follow, Apollo. Your Eminence, I have just one question for you, and please be honest. You can't actually channel spirit, can you? What? You believe the Queen is not capable of communing with the dad? The defense will explain itself at once! Yeah, in Karain, the ability to channel spirit is an absolute requirement for would-be queen. But, Your Eminence, if you were incapable of doing that, then you would have no claim to the throne. Not only that, but every law you pass would be rendered null and void. And you, the Garant Royal Guard, exclamation mark, you seem to be rather enamored with the Queen's supposed spiritual power. But what if she had none? What if she were just an ordinary person, a pretender to the throne? That's crazy talk, impossible! Everybody knows only spirit medium can be queen. Such blasphemy! On what grounds do you make such a defamatory claim? Well, Queen Garant, if you think I'm just out to defame you, then prove it. Prove it just using this piece of evidence you want so badly. Yeah, use the Founder's Orb and bring the Holy Mother. You know the real name, and you have the statue. You have everything. Bring the Holy Mother. Bring in the ear.
Take that!
Okay, I need to, I know I did it before, but I have to do it again because it's so hot. Every 5 hours, it's getting filled. So I have to empty my dehumidifier again. Be right back! All the conditions for summoning the Founder should be in place. With the orb, we know what the Founder looks like, and as Queen, you should know the Founder's name. Now, if you would, Your Eminence, please show us the great spiritual power you bear as Grand Priestess of Khura'in. Oh, that witnessed our Eminence great power with your own eyes. The Holy Mother will appear before us. Oh, great miracle of miracles! Praise be, Your Eminence. May your mighty spiritual power show us the way. Yay! Yay! The Royal Guard is laying another layer. They have no idea, man. Enough! Enough, I say, you mindless cretins! Your Eminence, can it be that you cannot? No, I want a lawyer. Summon one at once.
Objection!
There's only 2 lawyer ears and they're standing right in front of you. Are you forgetting something? There aren't any lawyers left in Khura'in. You can thank your Defense Culpability Act for that. Ag! Your Eminence! Please give us a glimpse of your magnificent spiritual power. Yeah, please, please, please. We want to see the Holy Mother. We want to see the Holy Mother. Yay, yay, yay. A glorious day. Praise Huri Aragaran. Summon her holiness so she may guide us. Please, please, please. I have heard enough of you! Out of my sight! All of you! If you truly are capable of channeling spirit, then get on with it, Your Eminence. Nah! You sneaky underhanded wretch of a lawyer! That reminds me. You said something to this effect earlier. It's time to cease this insanity. Don't you feel stupid for saying that right now? Indeed, of all the things she had said, I can think of nothing more ludicrous. Apollo, teach this deceitful putrid queen a lesson she wants to forget. Gladly, because it really is time to cease this insanity. Goran! Your reign of terror ends here! Points at the finger of the guard and everybody fell down. And the gust of wind has blown Goran a bit away. Very well. Demonstrating my facility as a spirit medium is simple enough. Okay? Behold! The magnificent power to commune with the dead! Oh, yay, Your Eminence! Yay, yay! She's gonna do it. She's standing in front of the pool. She's gonna do the dance. Nope, she's standing. Oh, great spirit of the founder who dwells in the Twilight Realm! Heed the secret covenant of the orb, and appear here before us! Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! She's doing the sign. She's taking a shit. She has a face that takes a shit. The Royal Guards are dumbfounded. What's wrong? Are you not feeling well? Yeah! Ha! Oh, Spirit of the Founder, grace us with your... The time is now, I beseech you. Appear before us. Heed my call. Founder, please. Ah! Come on. Say her name. She looks stupid right now. Gasp. Royal Guard all points their gun at her. No, wait. I was just warming up. The rite actually starts from now. Look. Mudra. Holy Mother. Fell in the pool. She never mentioned her name even once. Yeah, she's in the pool. She's floating on her back in the pool of souls. Eyes white. Disgraced. Prosecutor Sadmadi, how is her eminence? It seems she now believes that she herself is the Holy Mother. I see, but her attempt at spirit channeling failed, did it not? Sadly, she seems unable to accept the facts. I fear it will be quite a challenge to question her later. Okay, we just made her mad. Crazy. We made her crazy. Alright. And what, if I may ask, what was her motive? I understand that she killed Minister Enga in order to prevent this coup d'etat, but what of her attempt to assassinate Queen Amara 23 years ago? to become queen herself. Maybe she just craved power and attention. She likely developed a psychological complex from her inability to channel spirits. That is why she kept Queen Mamara alive to perform the rite of channeling for her. In that way, it would seem that if she had great spiritual power. In short, she built a cult of personality upon fear and lies. Then again, do not all tyrants? So then she never really intended to kill Amara, huh? What I don't understand is why Queen Amara even listened to Goran in the first place. Especially 14 years ago, before Refa was being held hostage. Why would she keep letting the people of Goran think she was dead? While she kept quietly performing the rite of channeling for Goran. My mother is a gentle soul by nature and loves her sister dearly. So when Goran told her to hide because Dirk was out to kill her, she believed it. What's more, she did not wish to tarnish the name of her beloved sister. That is why she acquiesced so obediently to Goran's request to keep channeling for her. Until she fled with Dirk and was told the truth, that is. So that's what happened. And since Rifa was being held captive, I imagine Amara had no choice but to help cover up the truth behind Inga's murder. Yeah, living secretly as Rifa's servant, Nena, no doubt only deepened her love for her daughter. She would do anything to keep her safe. All the more reason to hide the painful truth from her. Well, that was a case for the ages. Prosecutor Sanmari has been cleared of all suspicion in the murder of Minister Inga. As Mr. Dirk Sanmari in the assassination attempt on Queen Gamora. Now then, I think it's high time I handed down my verdict on Dirk and Nayuta Sanmari. Not guilty! The body has been removed from the pool, and then you have soul butterflies twirling around. All around Nayuta, posing with the butterfly, Phoenix, and nobody on the other side of the bench. Dirk, I hope you're watching. We did it. We've done it. I proved your innocence. Now Yuta's smiling again. And that revolution you've always dreamed of is finally happening. With this, may I finally say this court is adjourned. May 19, High Court of Karane's Accused Lobby. Way to go, Apollo!
I was on the edge of my seat when those guards stormed the courtroom.
That was a shocker, alright. Can't imagine anything like that happening back home.
I know, right? I was ready to go down there and teach them a lesson myself.
Really? I was barely able to hold her back.
Hold me back? You were about to go ballistic after a while there, Tina.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about helping you smack a few of them down, to be honest. Remind me to never say or do anything to deserve a Maya Athena double suplex. You did a fine job there, Apollo. Thanks for all the great advice, Mr. Wright. Nah, it was all you. That perseverance and never say die attitude you show was impressive. I actually learned a thing or two myself. What? From me? That's a laugh. There were any numbers of times where I wouldn't have blamed you for giving up. But you stuck it out to the end and came way away triumphant. By sheer force of will and inner strength forged in countless trials, you overcame the most desperate and hopeless situation I've ever seen. I don't know about all that. I mean it. You've really come a long way, Apollo. I have nothing but respect for your abilities as an attorney. Really? Aren't you exaggerating just a little bit, Mr. Wright?
You did it, Apollo. You finally won his seal of approval. But what about me, Nick? My channeling's come a long way, too. After all, I was deemed worthy enough to be used in 2 major crimes already.
Yeah, and 2 major chances for me to become someone for you to channel next. Apollo ... Honestly, I couldn't have done this without the support of each and every person here. Mr. Wright, Athena, Nayuta, and of course, Dirk. Oh.
That was pretty cool, Polly!
Juicy! Juicy? What are you doing here?
It's magic!
Edgeworth, I'm afraid she employed the old let's stow away in Mr. Edgeworth's suitcase trick.
Ah, she pulled a Naruhodo Ryunosuke trick. Oh my god. What?
Though it certainly explain why my suitcase was so heavy.
Tell me you at least noticed it was heavier than usual. Juicy? Do you even have a passport?
Nope! My magic panties are extra-dimensional space. It's like a mini-universe in there. I could produce a passport at the drop of my hat.
No, please don't. It's called a felony. Right. Maybe some things in this world are better left a mystery. Hornhead! Barbed head! I am forever in your debt for what you have accomplished in this Hall of Justice. Without your presence, I may have never changed as I have this day. It's pathetic, I know. That's where you're wrong, your benevolence. It was you who changed yourself. Only you could choose to defy Garon. And that decision was yours, and yours alone. That's right. All we did was present you with an opportunity. And you made use of it with gusto. This victory is yours, your benevolence. You should be proud of yourself. I see. So I am worthy of my title after all. I shall work to heal our kingdom so I may know peace and prosperity once more. She sure bounced back quick. So, your benevolence, I take it you learned the truth of your origins? That you are the daughter of Dirk and Queen Amara? Yes, my mother, Her Eminence, told me. She said it was a part of my disciplining. If you can call it that. Sounds more like blackmail. Keep quiet or I'll tell everyone you're the daughter of a criminal. My mother was so insufferable! Or should I say, my former mother. So I guess she's going to be the new queen now? Well, technically, Amara isn't dead. She was just hiding. And she does have channeling powers, so she could be reinstated as queen. So basically, 23 years of history has been rewritten. And it's gonna be as if nothing happened. I'm pretty sure that people would be stoked to see Queen Amara as the new queen, especially if she has the Founder's Orb and channel the Holy Mother right there. You know? She could boost her own daughter. She could boost Rifa to have channeling powers as well. You know? Sounds like there was no love lost there. But you cleared Dirk's name. My true father would no longer be known as a criminal. Therefore, I have nothing more to fear. So, what's next for the Kingdom of Khura'in? Probably when I know us, the historians, and just feel like, happened, why, there's no record of what happened 23 years ago. Oh well, it's not like it's an erasure of 23 years, it's an rewriting. Like, the historians are gonna say that Garon faked her sister's death to take control of the crown, for she was impotent, spiritual wise. You lost your queen, so Her benevolence, Princess Riva, will ascend to the throne. Oh, this is Nayuta. But she can't channel spirit yet, right? Indeed, which is why I will act as regent on her behalf. Okay, here's your answer. Nayuta is gonna be regent until Riva can actually channel shit. So they're gonna keep the other queen hidden for some reason. Until the day she comes into her own. Yes, your help will be greatly appreciated, Prosecutor Saad. Oni-san? Big brother Oni-chan? It's okay. But... Yeah! Tsundere! Is she going to say what I think she is? What are you looking at, you hard-head nincompoop? Stunk. Ouch! In any event, I will be assisted by Nayuta and Queen Amara for the time being. Queen Amara? Our country offers consult to the rulers of neighboring kingdoms through channeling. It is a duty I intend to fulfill myself one day, but for now I will have Queen Amara assist me in that capacity. Sorry. So then, she's going to be alright? Yes, it seems the bullet went straight through her without doing any serious damage. Okay. Oh! Oh yeah, the bullet, I forgot about the sniper in the courthouse. It was one of the royal guard who shot the queen. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, apparently the bullet went through and didn't hit any vital organs, so it's a flesh wound. That's a relief. Hey, you did it, AJ! Thanks to you, both Dirk and Nayuta beat the charge against them. And you got the revolution rolling to boot. The revolution, yeah, Dirk. I guess you were right to believe in me after all. Yes, sir! There's gonna be some major changes around here. The legal system's gonna return to its rightful state, like how Dirk always wanted. In the name of Apollo Justice, we go down in Karaini's history. Yeah! Yeah, right. Oh, Nayuta, before I forget, there was something I wanted to give you before I head back home. You wish to give me something? Yes, as Dirk's birth son, I think you should have this. The badge? I'm gonna give him the badge.
Take that!
This is Dirk's. I have to get back to the States, and I know you're a prosecutor and all, but as the man that's going to change Karain, it's only right that you have it. To change Karain. Yeah, in Dirk's place. Apollo, I'm afraid I must refuse your gift. What? Why? There is something I would like to show you. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Mr. Wright, won't you and your friends please join us? Sure. Okay, where are they going? May 19, former St. Madi office, the law office. Okay, well, what are we doing here? So why do you bring us here, Nayuta? Apollo, I want you to stay here in Karain. What? But why? We have lost our queen and our kingdom stands at a crossroad. Most of all, we will need to rebuild our entire legal system. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna need a new lawyer, but they need a teacher. So Apollo is gonna teach law. Naturally, that includes the reintroduction of lawyers to the court. Wait, you're not asking me to... Yes, I want you to take over this law office. With you as a lawyer and me as a prosecutor, we shall rebuild Karain's legal system from the ground up. Okay. Okay, so Nayuta is the new Edgeworth. Alright. Apollo needed a rival, but it could not have been Gavin. Because it was a one-thing deal. So it had to be Nayuta, since he was, you know, a friend since childbirth. Which is kind of like Phoenix, like Edward was his long friend. One of the few who believed in him. You want me to help you rebuild the legal system? That's a lot to take in. Apollo, I cannot do this without you. As a lawyer, you're Dirk's spiritual heir. And having studied in America, your legal knowledge will be indispensable. This is way out of my league. The revolution is still in its infancy, but it was Dirk's dream to restore the legal system to its rightful state. Will you not help me realize that dream? Come on, AJ, you know it's what Dirk would have wanted. Let's do it together, hey! You must be taken aback by my sudden request, but please give it some thought. Of course, I'm honored that you ask. Still, I have my job back at the WRIGHT Anything Agency to consider, too. Don't you worry about that, Apollo. Besides, this is something only you can do. Something only I can do? I mean, to be completely honest, our office would be a bit short on firepower without you around, but hey... Mr. Wright. Actually, I'm sorry, but I can't get on board with this. Athena. I mean, there's still so much I want to learn from you, Apollo.
That's right, I won't be the same without you. I need a partner. Everyone back home would really miss you too. There's no way I can agree to this. Huh?
Athena, Still, if you really wanted to stay...
Yeah, Athena's right. It won't be easy, but...
Athena, Trucy. Apollo, no one but you can make this decision. Know that I will not question whatever choice you make. Our flight leaves tomorrow morning, Apollo. Think you can make up your mind by then? I'll try. Talk about a difficult decision. Shit, do I have two endings? One that I choose to stay and one that I choose to leave? Should I go back to the US and continue working at the WRIGHT Anything Agency? Or should I stay in Karain and help Nayuta rebuild the legal system? This deserves another save. Yeah, this one. Post-trial wrap-up, yeah. I wonder which one is the true canon in it. What's the right thing for me to do? May 20th, 8 a.m. Temple. Oh, maybe we don't have a choice. The bus to the airport will be here any minute.
I wonder where Apollo is. Do you think he decided to stay here in Karain?
Phoenix, I bet he was up all night thinking. This is a life-changing decision after all. But whatever he decides, I'll have to accept it. I guess this means no more courtroom battles alongside him. Hey, guys!
I know that booming voice anywhere.
Phew! I made it! That was Apollo. Apollo, you're here! Does this mean you're coming home with us? Well, about that. Mr. Wright? He's clenching his fist. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes? I've made up my mind. Okay. Here it goes. Here it is, the moment of truth. I still have so many things to learn from you. But I've decided to stay in Karine. You're staying? But I feel like I have to pick up where Dirk left off. I can't leave his sacrifice go to waste. I see. Plus, I want to teach others everything you've taught me about being a lawyer, Mr. Wright. Apollo, Dirk's roadmap for the future. In your teachings, I believe that these two things will save the people of this kingdom from further unrest. I want to do this. No, I have to do this. Apollo, never felt prouder. Proud to have such an amazing attorney working under me. But someday, I'll return to the US. Once the new legal system there is firmly in place, I'll be back. Scout's honor.
Will we really see you again, Apollo?
You bet. Not that I have any idea how long it will be. But I promise you this, everyone. Adjusting his tie. I'll keep on learning and growing, and I'll come back to the US an even better lawyer. So don't you forget about me.
Don't you forget about me. Don't you.
Of course we won't, Apollo.
Forget about me.
There will always be a spot waiting for you back at the office. In the meantime, we'll be rooting for you. So knock 'em dead. You got it, Mr. Wright. Juicy ...
I'm gonna miss you, Polly! But if this is it, then I'm going to support your choice all the way!
Thanks, Juicy. Good luck with your magic act. I know you'll do Troop Grammary proud. I'll be cheering for you too, Apollo. But don't think you're the only one with room to grow. The next time we meet, you probably won't even recognize me. Peace sign. In other words, game on. You bet, and I'm going to win.
I'm going to miss you too, Apollo, but I can't wait to see where your new adventure will take you.
Well, there's our boss. I guess this is it, Apollo. I'll never forget everything you've done for me, Mr. Wright. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Here's to seeing you back in the US again someday. Until then, you know where to find me.
The legacy of those who came before us.
We see Dirk, we see Nayuta. It's handed down from parent to child. We see Phoenix, and we see Apollo and Athena. And from mentor to disciple. We must never stall or stagnate, but continue to grow and change. All that we've been taught, the beliefs and convictions that have been passed down to us, we must continue to nurture them so we in turn can pass them on to the next generation. This is going to be the end credits. Yeah, cutscene. There's the plane. We see Phoenix and Athena.
Sure you're okay with him staying, boss?
Uh-huh. I always figured he'd
Maya's
leave the
next to
nest
Athena.
someday.
Trucy sleeping on Edgeworth's shoulders. Of course, they have to pay the ticket back. Yeah, I'll be your guide cleaning.
They're almost here.
Dad's cleaning. Yeah, and then Apollo is adjusting the Sad Maddie little office sign on top of the door to make it public.
Why don't we go and check it out, AJ?
Yeah, Rafa on the crown ceremony. Nayuta waving to the people. On elephant back. Rafa's waving at them. Nayuta smiling again. Nice. For a minute they saw Dirk. And then he disappeared. Yeah, the ghost disappeared. A miracle of the Holy Mother. Yeah, we see a soul butterfly fleeing away. So this is Dirk. Justice Law Offices. The butterfly is gracing, is blessing the new marker. So yeah, the law office is no longer hidden. So that, okay, Director Takeshi Yamazaki. Shall we see with Mr. Hat?
Go on, Mr. Hat. Introduce yourself.
I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. Nice to meet you. I wanted to take this opportunity to announce my solo debut.
It seems Mr. Hat doesn't want Apollo to leave him in the dust.
We're fierce rivals, you know. I can't let him hog the spotlight.
It's just not the same without Apollo, is it?
Yeah, I kind of miss him too.
I know. We should go visit him in Karain.
Co-director Takuro Fusei. So let's see who's next. I'll be your guide. After seeing Mr. Justice in action, I got to thinking, what can I do for Karain? Then it came to me, tourism, that's what! I'll develop Karain's tourism industry and bring more visitors. I'll roll out a night tour centered on the Founders Orb. Oh, and make a museum dedicated to the Defiant Dragons. Boy, the ideas just keep on coming. Story Takeshi Yamazaki, Hironao Fukuda, Mazukutsu Eguchi. Lead game designer Yoiki Daigo, game design Takanori Amano. Edgeworth and Emma. I want to conquer the idea of becoming a forensic investigator, Detective Sky. Thank you, but Prosecutor Sanmari says he had need of me. So starting tomorrow, I'll be working in Karain for a while. Look at it this way, it's sure to be an educational experience. True, plus I can't let that kid show me up either. I'll see what I can do for Karain Revolution. Well, challenge is a way of helping people grow. I look forward to our next investigation upon your return. Yeah, what a good game. Okay, now there's got a lot more names. I cannot read them all. Oh, here's Betty. Darn that forehead! Ever since he revealed the secret behind the teleportation trick, show respect quests are being dried up. We'll be out of the street if we don't find some work soon. Maybe we should take Trucy up on her offer. She said we could make our debut as magician at the right agency. Shut up! I'm going to show her up someday. On my old terms. Nothing fires up that bitter rivalry. So yeah, the Bunny twins are gonna do their own twins things. Like, Polly wanted to bring them to the agency and they refused. Character design, Keiji Ueda, yeah. Ryoma Yamashita, Takuro Fusei. Oh, here's Dats and Belib. Karain just this child right now, full of life and limitless possibility. I have faith that Dirk and my darling Tarus will watch over them. Har har har! Have no fear, we'll see Dirk's legacy through to the end. And just so for Junior there's a secret to being a bang among men. Behold, the Dats pose! Wah! 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 Oh, I bet it sounds like little Faith I sing, no more, no more. Come on, little guy, don't be shy. So yeah, that's his Ming, the baby cry. Fita saying no thanks. 3D character modeling. Okay, Athena. I've been pulling double duty ever since Apollo left, but that's okay. I'm going to make Simon recognize me for that awesome lawyer that I am. She's quaking in her boots. Hey, shut up, Widget. I can do it, and I will. Mr. Wright will be calling me his right-hand woman before you know it. Let's do this. Lead character Ryota Fuji, character animation Kenichi Ueda, Yusuke Nakamaya, Masaya Ueda. Oh, Black Wheel, Bucky, how dare you deliver my order in such a sorry state? Don't be mad, Slimy, there was a huge party in my shop yesterday, but should still taste fine. Here, try some. He's about to puke. You get great big pellet. I just lost my appetite because of you. It's hard to find good help these days. Wouldn't you say, old chum? Lead background artist Takanori Ishikawa, background that's way with us. Okay. Lead UI designer, UI design Reiko Nakano, Shizuru Kira. Oh, Wendo. That trial the other day really inspired me. I even created a Rakugo routine based on Shisho's case. It's a mystery story that'll keep flipping the audience, sticking on the side. It's called The Scary Udon Noodle. You're giving way too much in the title. Keeping the Tornado School going is our way of paying penance and repaying our debts to Shisho. And that includes Rakugo training for that kid, Owen. Oh, they're gonna train Owen in Rakugo training. I see, that's nice. Lead effect artist Chiko Akizuki. So, are they gonna bring Maya next? Oh no, this is Sarge. Ha ha ha, with my newfound mobility, even ancient ruins and their fancy schmancy Tomb Raider traps are no match for me. Da, 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 da. Fire! The university where my father worked is letting me help with the dig. One day I'll discover an unknown ancient civilization and dedicate it to him. I'll also be going on to dig in Karain soon. That private justice had better not be slacking off. Okay, so he never got promoted to corporal again. Okay, lead programmer in programming. Oh, Pearls and Maya.
I'm going to be super busy now that I'm head of the fake land. Don't worry, Mystic Maya. I'll do whatever I can to help. Thanks, Pearly. Our first order of business will be revolutionize Karain Village. I have an idea. How about opening a store where we can buy new outfits like the city girls wear? Look how who's all grown up and now. I think there's a few more pressing matters to take care of first. Yeah, you're right. I guess it'll be a while before I get my revolutionary makeover.
She wants to dress as teens her age. Music, Noriyuki, something I forgot. Music, Masami Onodera, sound effect, Yoshiko Wada. Music, sound effect, Toshiko Oriyama. Okay. Oh, Reifa and Amara. Mother, now that you have stopped being Nena, I want a new Nena. I wonder if there would be anyone willing to serve you in that capacity. You are quite a handful after all. I am! With a simple wave of your hand, you would have your attire changed, meals prepared, and even your teeth brushed. To think I put such undue burden upon you, Grand Priestess. Fear not, Reifa. You will have plenty of time in which to make amends. Oh, perhaps you could start with one of your famous shoulder rubs. Undue burden upon you, a Grand Priestess of Karain, yeah. Localization. Producer, project management. Oh, here's Dayuta. Her benevolence has taken to calling me Braidhead. Even worse, she trembles and her face turns red when he speaks to me. What have I done to deserve such animosity? While it is true that I am merciless within the hall of justice, to be given such a dismissive name is entirely uncalled for. What am I to do? Perhaps I shall consult Apollo about this. Producer, Motohide Ishiro. That's almost everybody. Phoenix. How's he doing, Mr. Wright? Great. He's a respectable lawyer in his own right. He even has his own practice called Justice Law Office. Thank you. This wouldn't have been possible without you. Oh, before I forget, I made a copy of this photo for you. Oh, is he talking to La Miroir? A photo? Oh, Jove. Oh. It is so good to see him again. Don't you think it's about time we told him the truth? After all, they've both grown into fine young people now. Yes, you're right. Perhaps it's about time they knew. They kept it secret all this time. Those bastards. Okay, now it's the HD remake credits. Lucia Ishii, Jason Franzman, Emmanuel Hugo Ricard, Francis Ishii, Team Management, Special Thanks, Cup of Tea Production, Studio and Casting, Danny Hart, Danny Busy, A1 Picture Inc. Yeah, A1 Picture is the anime studio that did all the cutscenes. Original Pictures. Now we see all scenes all in 3Ds. We see Peace, Love, and Understanding. We see Chapter 2 with True C's Magic Act. Wombat, Motion Picture. Five International, RIC Vista. The Twins. Editing Motokinimi. Oh, and freaking, what's his face? The phony Mystery Man. Admission and Web Picture, Neuron Age Co. Limited. You see Maya channeling the Faroust. Katsugizuka Inc. Motion Actors Japan. 2-5. Sound Production Assistants. Disbelieve, she's crying. Yeah, Athena accessing Ouija, the Moon Matrix. Getty Images, Heartbeat Digital Film. MT Framework. Yeah, Little Owen. Simon Blackwell. revealing the bandages on the lube. Balloon Girl, yeah, the famous Phoenix versus Justice promotional video production. Yeah, Paul Addison, that asshole. Quality Insurance. Dirk's death. Yeah, Dragon never yields. Yeah, 3 gunshot and he still has the Dragon Glare. Amora breaking down. Oh! E-commerce. And now we have Nayuta revealing his Dragon Tattoo. Production assistants. Special thanks, Takashi Ito, Fumiko Fujiwara. There, at some point there's credits for the voice actor, but I don't see it. Kim Jin-wook, Alex Gaiawai, Frankie Lo Shufa, Carrie Lam Ying, Sonia Chan Lokyu. Then we see, yeah, Capcom. Capcom thing. Now we're back at the Justice Law offices. Picture of that with a picture. Dear Mr. Wright, I can't believe it already been a few months since I decided. Blah blah blah. I haven't. Something something. The rest is covered by the picture. Dear Mr. Wright. Okay, we're gonna see it. Dear Mr. Wright, I can't believe it's already been a few months since I decided to stay. I'm sorry I haven't been good about keeping in touch, but things have been really hectic. Rebuilding a legal system I'm not yet familiar with has been a real challenge. But I will say it's given me plenty of work to keep me busy. Oh, now we have Reifa with a Justice versus Nayuta and the judge. Have you not given the autopsy report even a cursory glance, Mr. Justice? It's just, I have 15 clients on my plate right now. Though I probably shouldn't have accepted all 15 at the same time. Oh, please. Are you going to help me rebuild Corrine's legal system or not? If you are, we need to move through this case backlog faster. Yeah, I know, but... Besides, those 15 are only the beginning. There are 10 more awaiting your services. I too have friends and acquaintances seeking legal representation. And being that you are the only lawyer in the country, I told them to contact you. I estimate we'll only add about 16 clients to your caseload. Now wait just 1 minute. I object. I have been handing counts advertisement for your new office, the Reed. From legal advice to investigating extramarital affairs, even yak milking. For a limited time only, these services and more are free down at Justice Law offices. How dare you! Advertising free service for a limited time just because we're a new firm. How dare you, girl? With broken glass. With broken glass. I have already received requests from 380 new clients with broken glass. We're gonna end with an objection. I'm going to have to say something, aren't I? Yeah. Now you da. Hey, I trust you did your cords of steel exercise this morning. Well, go on. There is no need to hold back. Ha 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 ha! Now that you mention it, we have yet to hear you shout today. Yes, and I have grown quite drowsy from these tedious proceedings. I could use a loud something to wake me up. Do not disappoint me, hardhead. There's really only one thing to say at a time like this. It's a word I've said countless times in my career, but one I'll never tire of. Yeah, press triangle to objections. And in the DS, you can even yell it on the mic, and it's gonna recognize the word as is.
Objection!
And that's how we end the game. The end. Chapter 5 end. Now it's time for the DLC.